a nice sort of guided sequence of some, well, maybe more challenging poses here on the yoga mat. Not a complete vinyasa or anything like that, but more in like a workshop format. So end of the year, maybe inspire for some new things to do for 2026 and revisit some favorite poses. So let's go over to the mat. We'll start with just a sun salutation. So feet here towards the front, raise the arms up, deep inhale breath, lifting the heels, looking upwards, lift all the way, extending, just around the tips of the toes. And then dropping down on the heels, holding forward, exhale breath, let the arms all the way down, get the hands to the mat. And once you're here, turn the hands back, slide the wrists a little bit towards the heels there, go a bit deeper, bringing that torso down towards the quads. Feel the opening extension there, backs and legs. And then bending the knees, onto the fists with the hands flat, and dropping down, chaturanga. And we'll drop just right into cobra here. So a little modification. Sliding up, straightening the arms, bringing the shoulders all the way back. Lifting up, and then cobra twist. Exhale, keeping the head raised, looking over the heels behind you, as far as you can. Looking for some space, releasing any tension in the lower back as you go back with the exhale breath. Deep belly breath here. Center. And exhale off to the other side. Sit back for just a moment into child's pose. So dropping the heels, sat right on top of the heels to say, dropping the head to the mat. Exhale breath, arms straight out. We'll counter with the back bend. And then sliding back out. Get ourselves here flat on the mat. In the Sphinx, lift the head. Open the heart. Keeping your torso raised, lift the feet behind you. Capture the big toes so you really get some arch. We'll go for bow. So pushing those toes into the hands, lifting the quads up, lifting the chest higher, and then synchronizing this pose with the breath. So inhale, up, exhale down. A little higher maybe. Exhale, release. And one more time, we'll go back into child's pose for a reset. Like I said, we're not doing a full sequence, but you always want to make sure you have your counter pose for each back bend, particularly, and forward bend. Keep the balance. Okay. Forward. Go for a side plank. So, feet stacked one on top of the other. Raise the arm, look up to the sky. We'll just bring the top foot towards us, grab the big toe, lifting upwards. As much as we can, looking forward. And the alignment, torso. The hips fall. We try to keep that both legs as straight as possible and maintain a yoga smile. We're here for another breath. Not holding your breath, just a calm breath. Going down. Back to down dog just for a moment. Lengthening out, dropping the head, pushing the heels to the mat. Now, for the camera, I will switch side plank to the opposite end of the mat. 1 foot below, 1 foot on top. Arm completely extended up, shoulders stacked. And then same thing. Just bring that foot up towards you. Grab the big toe looking upwards with your gaze, both legs straight as possible. Maintaining a calm breath here. And exhale, release. Back to down dog again. For a quick reset of the sequence here. Dropping the head as far as possible. Lifting the hips, tuck the belly. Pushing back on the heels. As well, while we're here, go for crow. Knees just there on top of the triceps. Leaning forward. Find your balance. Straighten your arms. Feeling good here? You might try one-legged crow. Pushing weight to one side. Extending back. This one for 2026. Work on a little bit more. Same thing, opposite side. You gotta keep your ankles. You just want to distribute the weight. You can't actually start off in it. It might be easier for you. Back. Time. That's something we worked on. Raise your arms up. A little bit of the tension there, perhaps in the forearms. Grab our hands behind us, or place the fingers together, better said. Bring the palms together. A nice opening to the shoulders. Drop top of the head onto the mat. Separate the feet a little bit. And come up to what I call a shoulder tripod. Bring the shoulders even further forward with the movement of the direction of the hands. While getting the inversion and making a semi-headstands. Kind of a modified dolphin. And coming back down to get out of it. Just bend the knees carefully. Then bring the toes together for stability. Then lower your hands. Last thing to do is raise the head. And when you do, inhale breath. So don't get dizzy. And we'll just wait around here. A little abductor movement. So placing our hands behind us, just behind the back, opening legs by pushing the heels outwards. And second time, another push. Grabbing a handy yoga brick. Just sort of progress movement forward here. Keep the alignment. Don't want to hunch the neck forward. You want to drop the torso straight forward. First one. Maybe the forehead gets there, maybe it doesn't. To the brick. Let's stay here for a couple breaths. And then when you're feeling good, just take that brick, side, raise up again, or just stay where you are. Comfortable. Exhale breath. Moving forward now. I think it's much nicer to progress into these forward bends. Really warmed up. Long sequence. Flat, raising up. Exhale breath again. And from here, remove the brick. See if we can get our head to the floor. But maintaining the integrity of not bending too much of the neck. Try to keep the objective actually is the torso getting down there. Inhale coming up. Okay. Way to relieve tension in the inner sides of the legs. Window wipers here, side to side. And coming back around over to the mat. Go for split, which we haven't done in a little while. So this is a nice one. If you use the mat correctly, you go to the side of the mat and have your knee and your top of your ankle on the mat, and the other heel's off the mat so it slides nicely. As long as the mat isn't too thick, work well for the balance. Place the bricks here in vertical to start. Drop your back leg back as far as you can. Slide that front foot out. Bricks are much more stable in the lower setting. So if you can do it, go for the lower setting. Open, forward. Keep the shoulders back, keep a good posture. And when you're feeling a bit like, okay, you can either pull back a little bit, adjusting the bricks, or just go off the bricks entirely. But I'll just adjust them one more time using the side of the fist. Take the wrist as well this way. Actually, the top of my foot is not on the yoga mat, but keep it on top of the yoga mat. Much more comfortable. Back. We'll go for the other side now. And same thing. Starting off high setting, so to speak. Try and keep my foot this time on the yoga mat. Doesn't all get in the camera, but that's okay. Down. Slide that heel. If you have a slippery floor, all the better. Feel some activation. Go ready to go a little bit lower. Hold the yoga bricks down. Pulling that shoulder back. Opening the back of the front leg. Lower on the back. Calm breath. Good alignment. Attention. A bit more. Come back. Just remember, keep yourself in a vertical position. Don't lean forward too much as you're coming out of it. Protect your back, or lower back particularly. And then bricks to the side. Maybe over here. And we will now go for some of my favorite poses. Headstand. Headstand using forearm headstand. Thumbs together, parallel the forearms, and the elbows tucked in to make a nice, perfect rectangle. Head dropping in the middle. Really nice base pose, or just a multitude of things when you're upside down. So, ready to join? If you're not feeling quite up to going inverted for some reason right now, you want to follow along a little bit, just go for dolphin. So, get accustomed to getting the hips high up as possible, walking forward, and just stay here. Get the benefits of inversion without so much issues about balance or anything like comfort. So just fall upwards, raising one leg. Keep the legs together. Pull the ribs in if they're out. Get the core locked and centered here. Feel the breathing through the nose. Inhale, exhale. One of the unique things about headstands and handstands is actually when you have the balance just right, that's when you might feel like you're going to fall because it doesn't take any effort. It doesn't take any resistance or strength from the arms if you're perfectly centered on the top of your head. So open the legs here for the abductors again. Letting weight, gravity, just do the work for us. And with an exhale breath, release a little more tension. Feel the space opening a bit more. And from here, go to a upside down split. Do what I call a helicopter. Just rotating out a bit further. And just focus on the center. Don't let the hips lower here. It becomes really a huge core effort. Keep the hips high. Just rotating the legs out. Getting the twist there of the lumbar. And come back around the center. And again, upside down split. Now opposite legs. Stay here for some breaths. We'll transition into helicopter on the other side. Back down the center. Legs in vertical again. And from here, go for a little diamond or butterfly. Soles of the feet are together now. And make sure you're centered there, top of the head. Hips are in line. No strain or stress. We'll go to what I call resting pose. So one leg with either one tucked behind you, bent, and the other foot just on top of the quad. Pushing onto the quad actually assists in the alignment, assuring that the hips there stay above the head and nicely centered. Stay here all day. With the legs lower, the center of gravity is a bit easier to manage, so to speak. And you can stay in the inversion a longer period of time. And when you're ready, off to the other side. So same thing, the opposite leg just tucked back. Foot on top of the quadricep. And just enjoy the pose. Please. Feet coming down. Okay, had a phone call. Okay, had a phone call. Almost lost the connection. Okay, so we're in Shavasana. But we're going to do a twist first. So palms facing down, raising the feet up, dropping off to one side, keeping the shoulders flat, looking out the opposite. Come back to center. And so lace the fingers across the knees, rocking side to side before we go to the opposite side. Arms extended, straight, and dropping off to the other side. The shoulders flat, legs as straight as possible. Feeling the opening there. Waist, torso, and lower back. And the knees. Back to center again. Rocking side to side. And now after all that, we'll definitely not just skip over Shavasana. Take your resting pose. The heels, head, everything on the mat. Shoulders are flat. Palms facing up. Closing the eyes. Calm breath. Enjoy the benefits of today's breath. Activating our fingers. And the eyes closed. We'll just roll over to one side. Using our hands as a pillow. Couple breaths here. Recalibrate. And then pushing ourselves up to seated position. Crossing our legs. Hands to our heart. And namaste. Thank you everyone for joining. And see you next year. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Michael Sands Yoga, Meditation, and Skateboard channel. And have a great day. See you soon.